How people got fire. How people got fire. Here we have on the cover 3 fire beings over a fire. This story is by Regina Velasquez and illustrated by Emily Boone. And they're on a snowy mountain, and there's an animal over here, maybe a fox, maybe a coyote, maybe a dog, I'm not sure. But I see that they're trying to warm themselves with the fire. And usually that means that they must be cold. Okay, I'll change this thing here. Okay, here we have the title page, How People Got Fire, and that same little animal. It says Regina Velasquez, by Regina Velasquez, and illustrated by Emily Boone. And we see who the publisher is, when this book was published, where it was published, and this is the title page. Long ago, people did not have fire. Winter was cold and snow fell. The people were not warm. Coyote saw the people were cold. He wanted to help them. Oh, so this animal here is a coyote, which kind of looks like a dog, coyote, but not. These are people, and here is snow on top of the mountains, and they were cold. And Coyote wanted to help them. Coyote knew where the fire beings lived. He saw them at the top of a mountain. The fire beings had fire up there. The top of the mountain was as great a height, at a great height. It was a long way, which means, height means like how tall. But Coyote wanted to help the people get fire. So he walked slowly toward the top of the mountain. Coyote got to the top and walked close to the fire. Then he dug a tunnel and hid. The fire beings could not see him. So here are the fire. Oh, so these are the fire beings, and this is a mountain, and here's the fire, and this is the tunnel, and here we have the word height, right? A great height, which means how tall. Toward. He walked slowly toward the top of the mountain, like to them. And tunnel is like a hole with a path in it. Okay? I know you like to go through tunnels, especially when you were young. You would have those little jamboree tunnels. But he dug a tunnel and hid, and the fire beings could not see him. I wonder why he hid. Probably so that they couldn't see him. Coyote watched the fire beings. He saw how the fire beings let the fire burn out. There was nothing left but an orange glow. There was nothing left. He saw how the fire let the fire burn out. There was nothing left but an orange glow. Then one fire being got some small sticks. The other fire being used the sticks to start fire. Soon they made the fire very hot. So here's Coyote watching them make the fire. Here are the fire beings. Here are sticks, which come from branches. Here's the orange glow, and here's Coyote watching. Coyote wanted to steal fire for the people, but the fire beings watched the fire day and night. Coyote watched and watched. He saw that the fire beings were sleepy in the morning. They did not guard the fire very well. As the sun came up, that was the best time to steal fire. Oops. And here are the sleepy, right, ready to go to sleep. And here they are sleeping. So we have sleepy and sleeping. And here he is watching and thinking how he's going to steal the fire. Coyote knew he needed help to steal fire. He went down the mountain. Then Coyote spoke to his friends Squirrel, Chipmunk, and Frog. Coyote's friends agreed to help him. They made a plan to steal fire. The friends went back to the mountain. Frog sat at the bottom. Chipmunk sat halfway up the mountain. Squirrel sat almost to the top. Coyote walked alone toward the fire and hid in his tunnel. He waited for the sun to come up. And here is Coyote talking to his friends, Squirrel and Chipmunk and Frog. And here's Coyote saying, hey, we gotta steal fire. No yellow words on this page. Just before the sun came up, When the fire beings were asleep, Coyote ran out of his tunnel. He stole a piece of fire. The fire beings woke up. "Stop that thief!" they cried. They pointed in his direction. "Stop the coyote!" One fire being grabbed Coyote's tail. When she touched the tail, the end of it turned white. Coyote threw the fire to Squirrel. The squirrel caught the fire, but it was too hot. It was so hot that Squirrel's tail curled up. See, the tail curled. The tail turned white. Here's the tail. Direction, right? In the way that he was going is a direction. Curled up. You see this? This is a curl. Okay, and here's the fire being looking really angry at Coyote. Squirrel threw the fire to Chipmunk. The fire being ran after the fire. One fire being grabbed Chipmunk's back. The fire being's hot hand put 3 stripes on the back of Chipmunk's back. 3 stripes on Chipmunk's back. Chipmunk threw the fire to Frog. The fire beings ran after the fire. One fire being grabbed Frog's tail. Tail jumped and his tail came off. Woofa! Look at all this mass destruction. 3 lines, a tail came off. These fire beings, they mean business. And these are stripes. You see that? That's a stripe, that's a stripe, that's a stripe. That's the word stripes. Oops. Frog ran away from the fire. The fire beings yelled. They were angry. Chipmunk, Squirrel, and Coyote ran down the mountain. Then the 4 animal friends brought fire to the people. Coyote did not brag about how he got the fire. He showed the people how to use it. Now the people could be warm in the winter. Oh, look, he's showing them the fire, right? He's like, oh, everybody, look at the fire, right? And we know that fire is hot, so it keeps you warm when it's cold outside. And Coyote did not brag. That means he didn't talk about how great he was. He just got the fire and he showed them how to use it. Now the people could be warm. That was very nice of Coyote. Don't you think? The people saw the 4 animal friends were hurt. Coyote's tail had a white tip. Squirrel had a curly tail. Chipmunk's back had 3 stripes. And Frog had no tail. The people did not tease the animals. They thanked the animals for stealing fire. Then the people helped the animals heal. And here's tease, when you're being mean and saying cruel things. They did not tease the animals, and they helped the animals heal, which means to make better. Okay, here are the people and here are the friends, and they kind of got hurt, right? White tail, stripes, no tail, curl, all for the people so that they could be warm. Okay, so now we have understanding character, which is the target skill, and it asks, is Coyote nice or mean? How do you know? Copy and complete the chart below. So what I want you to do is make a chart, 3 boxes, write words, actions, what I know. He wanted to help them. Tell me what he did. What did Coyote do? What I know. Coyote is he nice or is he mean? So here you would tell me if Coyote is nice or mean. Here you would say what he did. Those are his actions, and words, he wanted to help them. Okay, so you could fill this out on Coyote and then write a few sentences as a summary of how Coyote helped the people. Then write about a time when you helped someone, include only the most important ideas. So first, I want this to be like 2 paragraphs. Write how Coyote helped the people. What did he do that was so great? He did do something. And then, was there a time that you helped people? I'm sure there was. And that would be your second paragraph. Here we have our target vocabulary, which is brag, right? Coyote did not brag. He didn't say he was great. Here is, just because he got on fire. Here's the word curled. That's what happened to Squirrel's tail. Direction, the way that they ran, right? In a certain direction. Heal, the people helped the animals heal. Height, the mountain had a tall height. Tease, to make fun of. Toward, to run to something. And tunnel is like a path underground or a path that is covered So those are our vocabulary words. If you get a chance, you could write sentences for these vocabulary words based on the story. And that's about it. So if you get a chance, please send me an email and let me know what you were able to do. Read the story to yourself without my voice. I just wanted to help you get through the story and tell me what you think. Have a great day.